Hello everyone, welcome to another webinar of REVE Systems. The title of this webinar is How to Become an SMS Aggregator.
I am Abhijit. Along with me, I have Mr. Tanmay. Tanmay takes care of the product side and I take care of the marketing side. Hi Tanmay, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I am doing good. I am doing good. Yeah, seeing a lot of attendees today. So to make it fast, let me take you through the agenda of this webinar. The agenda of this webinar is to understand the A2P SMS market. We will also explain you about various types of SMS industry stats. Application of A2P SMS, where A2P SMS applies. Then we will tell you about A2P SMS aggregator business model, which is all the webinar is about. Then we will discuss about the problems and solutions which is associated with this SMS aggregator business. Then we will explain you in detail regarding things required to become an SMS aggregator. It will come from the software side, from the problem side, solution side, from every angle. Our product expert Tanmay will tell you regarding this. So to start with, okay, another thing I have just missed is that you can raise your hand or you can type your query in the question box. If any query you have, you can also speak. We can enable you the option. So we will prefer that if you can raise your questions during the end of the session, or in fact, if you have any questions just in between the session, you can also do the chat here and leave your query so that in between the ongoing session we explain you. So let's start. So to start with, why SMS? Here I'll tell you like why SMS is growing. If you see, we have made a basic comparison between SMS and email. The global reach of SMS is 7.5 billion with an open rate of 98%, response rate of 45%, and a response time of 90 seconds. Compared to email, which is 3 billion, 20% is the open rate, response rate is 6%, and 1.5 hours is the response time. So that clearly speaks why marketers are presently preferring the SMS marketing rather than email, and it can reach very faster the audience. A2P SMS. So what exactly is an A2P SMS? I have told you in the previous slide about SMS. Now, what is an A2P SMS? A2P messaging is a powerful medium for business and enterprises in the communication market space to connect with the mobile consumers. Businesses use text messaging to notify users about updates for improving the user's experience, which results in the growth of the company. It means that A2P SMS is the process by which enterprises send SMS to their mobile consumers to notify them about promotionals, offers, or various types of discounts or any kind of event that is going to take place. So this is the application of A2P SMS, which is huge. So what data stays here? So if you see, the demand of enterprise A2P SMS market is expected to increase at 5.3% CAGR between 2022 to 2028. Increasing need advanced and automated technology across BFSI, gaming, health, hospitality sectors will propel the growth in the market. So here it means that if you see the demand for enterprise A2P SMS market is growing and it is expected to grow to from 5.3%, and the implementation of this in the BFSI, gaming, health, hospitality sector. So these are the requirements of the sector for which A2P SMS will grow. So if you talk about the various industries, applications, and region, in terms of end user industry like retail, entertainment, travel, transport, everyone is using SMS. They are doing it for their transaction purpose, for any kind of discount and promotion offers they are using. And what about for the application, like the usage? For push content services, customer relationship management, brands are sending SMSs to develop their relationship with their customers. Promotional campaigns, various types of promotional offers, they are shooting through the SMS medium. Interactive services, there is two-way SMS communication, inquiry related. For example, the inquiries, even if you talk about various types of inquiry, be it education, be it hospitals, be it the aviation, that are also been done by the SMS, which is one of the most trusted medium of communication. Next, we have region. If you talk about region, which regions SMS industry is growing? North America leads, followed by Europe, Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Latin America. A2P SMS market by application. Also, I have given you some idea regarding the application of the A2P SMS. So I am just continuing it. Customer relationship management, maintaining the relationship with your customers, inquiry related services, various types of product inquiries, service inquiries, interactive services, which is called the two-way communication, promotional campaigns, discount offers, bonus, push content services. That means notifying for suddenly for any promotional activity, for any reminders. So these can be done through the SMS marketing or A2P SMS. Um, so here I will invite our presenter and the product expert Tanmay from the technical team. So there are a lot of technical things we will be explaining you. So over to you, Tanmay.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Abhijit, for the nice intro. And thanks everyone for joining the session. So, as Abhijit already explained, the market size of the SMS and the reachability towards the customers and why most people are getting engaged to the SMS. So, now if we try to understand the market, in the market, who are basically the aggregators and to whom the aggregators should target or who are the customers of them. So, first of all, the part is coming as an enterprise. So, who are the enterprise with whom the aggregators are getting connected? Let's take an example of bank, hospitals, the local brands. So everyone is the customer of basically the aggregators, right? So now how basically they are connected with the aggregators or why they'll be using the service. So most of the enterprises are getting connected with the aggregators through the API or they're using the internal facility of the SMS aggregators what they are providing, especially for the bulk business. Now, why or how they are getting connected, if we pick some example, you'll be able to understand. The banks are sending transactional SMS to us every moment, right? Even we are receiving OTP, not only for banks, for different purpose. Now, all the sign-ups and everything is getting connected with a number verification. So there comes the SMS. So if we consider the example of bank, when you are receiving the transactional SMS, or when you are receiving the OTP from bank. So how these are happening? So basically the banks are getting connected with the SMS aggregators of bank and they're sending that SMS through the API. And so basically API is an important channel for the SMS aggregators to have. And the next part is when they're sending the promotional SMS. For example, if we talk about banks are not only sending the transactional or OTP messages, they are also sending some information like don't share the OTP. So those are type of broadcasting. So broadcasting can happen through their own portal, also can happen through the aggregator portal. So these are the things how the enterprise are getting connected with the SMS aggregators, and the SMS aggregators are basically using the application developed by the application developer who is developing the platform for the SMS aggregators, and then for the SMS aggregators, basically who is using the platform is are the mainly the reseller of the aggregator or the marketers who are directly connected with the aggregators or reselling the aggregator platform. So then the aggregators are creating a breach with the operators. So aggregators are now, if I go to the next part, if we try to understand that who are then aggregators. So aggregators are basically a communication channel or a telecommunication entity that is creating a connection between the enterprise and the operators. Because let's think about that, why the banks are not taking directly the service from the operators, why they will come through the aggregators. Now, if I try to answer the questions, for example, if I take an example of Bangladesh, Bangladesh has 4 operators. Now, if I talk about USA, India, or others, where there are more operators are there, so it's very difficult for the bank or this type of enterprise to move to each operator for getting the SMS service. So they are basically they always try to get a one-stop solution where they can get all. They can get connected with all the operators without any hassle. Now, basically, why if we are connected with one operator, why you are not able to or you won't be able to send the traffic towards the other operators? So that basically happens because of the masking. Now, if I talk about what is mask, so mask is just a alpha. Like when you are receiving the message from the bank account, you are getting the name of the bank account, right? So that mask basically is registered with the enterprise who is sending the message, and they are using that mask for send the message. And that sender it is very important for registration, and they are using that mask for sending the SMS to different operators. Now, why the hassle of why they are not able to use only one operator to send the message to the other if they are taking the SMS service from only one operator and trying to send the traffic towards the other operator? Why there is a problem? Because that mask has to be registered with every operator. An operator doesn't want to take that hassle of registering so many customers. There basically is the SMS aggregators are coming and the channel is opening up for the enterprise. Now, if we talk about that, how what are the steps the people has to take for starting an aggregator business? I hope till now you are able to understand what are the aggregators, what are the target market, and what is the market size that we are able to explain you. Now, if you want to become an SMS aggregator, basically what you need. One part is a small support team would be required because you'll be serving a lot of, it's a kind of, I would say, the type of call center support that would be required by the aggregators, because when you are serving so many banks or so many local brands, they definitely is going to have some questions that the people has to answer. And SMS is a very, I would say, the SMS market is a very critical market, and the thing is very important in SMS to get the delivery done. Because when we are receiving the OTP or transactional information in our mobile, it's required to have it so fast. So that's why yes, support team would be required to at least if any customer is having any problem, so to know that problem. Then the next part would be to get and to understand what are the features you would need to become an SMS aggregator. So that features you have to identify. And once you identify the need of for entering into the market, then you'll be able to find a basically proper provider who are selling the SMS gateway. So you have to understand the features you need. Then based on the features you have to choose the SMS platform you have to use. Then you have to connect that SMS platform with the operators to provide the service to the local market. Now, as explained already, that how you have to become an aggregator. Now, for becoming an aggregator, one part is you have to purchase a solution for giving the aggregator service. So, so how you can basically purchase that solution? So, one thing, you can take a rent of the solution. So, a lot of providers already providing rental SMS solution service from where you can take the solution, and then you can basically purchase those solution also. If you have your own cloud environment or if you have your own hosting, then you can host that service after purchasing the service. And one more thing you can do, that is you can become an reseller of an existing aggregator. So all these three models are available to become an aggregator in the market. Now, if I talk about all three models we have shared, that you can acquire the purchase, you can purchase the solution, you can rent the solution, or you can become a reseller. So there is some advantage and disadvantage for all of this. So if we talk about if you purchase a solution, so what is the advantage? Advantage is your monthly cost will be less. You have you can choose your own server where you want to host it. So you have all kind of connectivity control over to you. Then whatever server updates you want to do, that you can do. And also from whoever you are purchasing the solution, they are basically bound to give you the solution or to give you the upgrades that are coming on the solution. And also you will be getting the support from whom you are purchasing the solution. So all these things you'll have if you are purchasing a solution. Now, what would be the disadvantage? The disadvantage of purchasing the solution would be the capex will be high. Initial capital of investment will be high because you are purchasing a solution and then basically you are entering into the market. And you need a small support team that I already explained to carry on the service. Now, if we talk about if you take a rental basis, if you take a service provider, then basically your what advantage you will have. Definitely, you are going to have less investment here. The initial investment will be less. Then the control and connectivity will still be with you because you can several providers are providing the option of choosing from where you want to have the hosting, and few of them are providing the cloud service as well, so you can have your own. And also the supports you are already giving. So I'd say the major difference in the advantage is between purchasing a solution and renting a solution would be the capital cost and the monthly recurring cost. So if you see here, if you're taking the service on a rental basis, your monthly recurring cost will be high because you are just giving the monthly rental cost towards the provider from whom you are purchasing the solution. So the rental cost will be high, and here the support will always be required. Now, if I move to the part, if you are taking a resellership, what would be the advantage? One advantage is you don't have any investment, you don't have any monthly recurring cost, nothing you have. The only thing is also you don't need any support people because you are taking the service from others, so you don't have to talk with the route people or the operators or anyone for the services. You are taking the service only from one person from with whom you are talking with. And the disadvantage will be basically you will have no control on the connectivity because you are reselling some other's platform. So you cannot decide to whom you want to connect, and also you have no control over the rating policy or the rates you want to offer to the customer because you have to keep some margin when you are taking or you are reselling the service from an aggregator. And also you won't have any control over the capacity because whatever capacity the provider is offering you, so that you have to activate. And also as you are taking a resellership, so you won't have any access to the control over the hardware or over the portal. So all three models we have explained that how you can become an SMS aggregator and how you can choose the platform or what are the ways of getting a platform. Now, basically to become an SMS aggregator, what feature you should think of? One part is the web-based interface. Why we are talking about the web-based interface? Because a lot of SMS providers are still providing desktop-based application. So in a desktop-based application, because the problem is right now all the people are moving every time and everything is over the internet, over the mobile, everything comes in. So if you have a web-based interface and if you have the mobile responsive billing solution, then it's very easy for the users to use the solution from the mobile and keep the things under monitoring. It's very easy for them while traveling and while they're moving to the other places. So it's very easy for them. And now if we talk about the multi-level user permission, so this is also a very popular feature because if the aggregator who are becoming an aggregator, if they are quite big and they have lots of users like the financial users, the sales people, the technical people. So for every people, basically the type of role would be different because every people is not required to have all type of permission. So there the roles comes in. Now the reseller and the rate management is quite a big feature because if you are becoming an aggregator, if you want to resell the platform, then it's giving you an added benefit that you are not only not only onboarding the aggregators, not only onboarding the enterprises, but also you can onboard the resellers who will resell your platform. And the rate management is definitely is a vital feature from where you should be able to update the rates on a real-time basis. Then managing the MCC and MNC-based rate control. So this is a very popular term in SMS. Then of course the route management. So basically in the SMS industry, the routing is a very vital part. Like you need to have the sender ID voice routing, and one part is very much restricted when we are talking about the sender ID registration. Basically, one user should not be able to use the mask or the sender ID of the other user, which is very important in the SMS industry. So this feature the system should have to route the traffic based on the sender ID. Then the single and bulk SMS sending option, the portal, it's very beneficial to have the option to send an SMS or bulk SMS or the promotional SMS through the portal, because a lot of enterprise doesn't have their own solution to call the API of the SMS aggregator for sending the SMS. So there it helps a lot. Now, if we talk about the API integration, that is very important. As I give you an example of the bank, how most of the banks are sending the SMS to their end users. So here the API and the XML interface is very important. And another part is the SMPP, because when you are connecting with the operators, most of the time the connectivity happen either through the API or through the SMPP protocol. Then vendor API integration is very much important thing, because whenever you are connecting with the operators, as I told you, you have to connect with the APIs most of the time, or either through the SMPP channel. And definitely the inbuilt graphics, graphs and charts. So and I would say the proper reporting you need to have in the platform. Now, if we talk about the SMS Aggregators Architecture, I hope you can visualize that already within our discussion, that basically the enterprise is getting connected with the SMS aggregators, and then SMS aggregators are creating the connection with the operators, and operators are finally sending the SMS to the subscriber. This is how the architecture builds for the SMS aggregators. So basically, with whom aggregators are getting connected. One part is the carriers, like the operators or the international carriers. With them, the aggregators are creating the connectivity. Then the next part is the SMS wholesalers. Basically, if you are doing the international business also, or international hubbing also, in such case also the SMS wholesaler might get connected with you. And the enterprises who are sending the bulk SMS or broadcasting or the promotional SMS. So for taking this service, they are with them also you are getting connected. So what type of problem basically the aggregators face? So one part is port support. As I told you already that SMS is a very critical thing. You need to, whatever SMS is getting delivered to the subscriber, that is a very important, and that has to be delivered quickly. So whoever you are purchasing the solution, they should have a quick support, and also 24 by support, definitely. Because for example, if any service is down and any service provider who is not providing 24 by 7 support, then and if they are providing 8-hour support, so it can happen that the service is down during the off-peak hour. So what will happen? You won't be able to keep the things down till the next morning, right? So that's why the support is very important. The SMS aggregators from whom you are purchasing, the support should be very good and 24 by 7, definitely. And then the billing cycle management for the customers, which is very important, because every time sending the invoice manual is very difficult. Like if you are having 100 customers and you have to send the invoice to the customers manually, then it's a very difficult job. Then lack of proper reporting. So if you don't, a lot of SMS provider will find who is just creating the communication, but they are not providing any kind of reporting or any analysis. So that's a very important thing to understand your business growth. Then the inadequate technology compliance. So that's, I would say that you need, a lot of SMS providers are in the field whom you say that they are selling the solution, but they are basically on hibernate for the development. So they are not developing anything new. So if any problem arises, the things are stuck there. So there is no way around for that. So that's the most critical issues the SMS aggregator face. Then, so basically, how you should choose the SMS solution. One part is you have to find a reputed company and who has a proven track record on the SMS market or at least on the subscribe business for quite long time. And also, you have to think it's not like that if anyone is in the market for 8 to 10 years, they are good because it can happen that they are for 8 to 10 years, but they have now shut down their development. So whoever you are taking or from whoever you are taking the solution, they should be in the business. They should be providing the solution on a quicker basis, and they should be on the development process all the time. Then the technological strong gateway software that should be scalable to provide you the solution. And whenever you are just increasing the market or when the SMS size is getting increased, they should be able to provide you the sufficient support. Now, let's talk about our product. That for the aggregators, we have a solution that is the REVE SMS, which can provide you those solutions which you are looking for. So our REVE SMS is a telecom grade and carrier grade SMS solution with which you can send the bulk SMS, the transactional SMS, the response driven SMS. So all type of SMS you can send through this platform. Now, if we just give a high level feature description, what we have, you can have the profit summary, you can have the financial analysis, you have the real time reporting, you have the detailed reporting, you can see the video logs, that how the communication is happening, from where the communication is failing. You can control the TPS of the customer, you can control the TPS of the traffic, you can make the service scalable whenever you require to increase the traffic, you can increase the licensing quickly. And also, the system. One good part is if suppose you are taking the system for 1000 TPS or 500 TPS, it's not like that. If you are getting a higher volume of SMS for a certain period, the system will reject. So it's like the system is giving you the facility to queue the system, queue the traffic, and send it accordingly. So it's never actually rejecting the messages instead of it's queuing the messages. So peak hour queuing is very important, and also it can identify that which are the the uh, priority request and which are the camping request. So whenever you are doing the promotional message that can be delayed, but if you think about the OTPs that cannot be delayed, so that type of prioritization of the messaging is also a vital task. And definitely the activity tracking, whoever is doing what thing in the platform, is everything is tracked, which is very important. Now, if I go deep into the product features, that what are the things the people will get from this product. So one part is client management. So under the client management, basically as an aggregator, when you enter into the platform, you'll have a dashboard. You will can place the SMTP bind. You can see whoever the customers are online or using the platform, and also you can create the originating, terminating, or the reseller type of client. And here also we have the multi-level reseller management, where you can create a reseller and that reseller also can resell the platform. And for every client, the reseller or the originating client or the termination, your operators, everyone can log into the portal to get their reports, that how many traffic they have sent or how many traffic they have received from the portal, what is their cost. So everything they can see from this portal also. And also the online payment facility for the customers, so that they can make the payment online and get the wallet recharged instantly. So and also definitely the camping feature for the customers. So whoever is not having the benefit of sending the SMS from their portal, they can use this portal itself for sending the bulk SMS or promotional message. Now, the campaign management is a very vital part for the aggregators, because whenever you are getting the aggregated service in the market, the campaign is or the promotional message is taking a huge part of it. So as I told you, all the enterprises does not have the facility of sending the message through their portal. So they have to rely on you for sending the messages or sending the bulk SMS. So there basically the campaign management helps a lot, from where you can just upload a file and mention the numbers where you want to send the SMS, or even if in every different number you want to send the different messages, the dynamic messaging is also a very vital feature of campaign management. Then the next part would be the content management, so which is very important, because whenever you are sending the message, a promotional message or a transactional message, most of the governments, I'd say most of the governments are restricting the customers from sending all type of messages, because it can happen that the SMS is getting misused. So the platform should not allow the customer to do that. That's why the content whitelisting is coming up. That is, you can whitelist the content for the customer, that which customer should be able to send what messages, or you can do the blocking based on the content, that this content should not pass to the customer. So this is a very important thing you need to have when you want to be an aggregator. And also the URL blocking, I would say, because sometimes happen that the people are sending some URLs to the users, clicking that your device is getting compromised. So that should not happen. So you should be able to block those things. Then the contact management, which is a very important feature, because when you are a aggregator and doing the promotional messages, uh, a lot of time that you need to have a contact database. Like when enterprise are doing the broadcasting, so one thing is sometimes they have their own customer database to whom they want to broadcast, and sometimes they don't have. So they come to the people or come to the aggregator that you do the broadcasting for me, you do the broadcasting on your numbers, on your number database, on your base, on your region. So for example, if in any country you want the enterprise wants to do a marketing for any specific region, they can mention the aggregators that I want to market, I want to do the promotional activity in this region. Then the aggregators, if the aggregators have the contact database and they have the controlling over the contacts, that contacts is from which region, then they can do the activity accordingly. And also one more thing is blocking the contact facility, or the blocks are basically required for two purposes. One is for different countries, like don't disturb mode is available, right? So if any customer is unsubscribing for any SMS, the user should be able to, or the aggregator should be able to block that number from receiving any promotional content from the platform. So that should be doable. So that is also a very important feature. Then other part is rate management. The real-time rating facility is very important, and uploading the rate sheet through the portal, which is very important. So whenever you are basically coming as an aggregator, when you are providing the service to the enterprises, you are giving them some rates with what they can use for sending the messages, and they can see that how much is charged. So this is very important. And one more important part in the rating segment for the message is, like when you are sending the Unicode messages, the type of rating is different, or the type of count, SMS count is different, I would say. That way the system is calculating the how many SMS you have sent based on the characters of the SMS is different for the Unicode and for the ASCII or the normal English character. So it needs to have the facility to identify that thing. And also during rate management, one more part is important, that is not only for rate management, rate and routing both. The important part is the E164 or E212 format supporting. And one more part, like if I talk about Bangladesh or other countries also, when people are sharing the number or sending the SMS towards the number, sometimes they're using the country code, sometime now. So the platform should have the capability of delivering the messages based on the country code or without the country code both. So that is also a very vital feature. Then of course, the route management, that how you are routing, what kind of routing facility you have. Now, the route should have the retry facility. So if any SMS gets fails, it should be able to retry to the other vendor if it's rejected for any reason, right? If your route doesn't have any balance and if it rejects the message, it should be able to terminate to the next available route. And also the routing facility need to have on a real-time basis and without any downtime. For example, if you change any routes, the route should change instantly without affecting the service. It should not like that, that if you are making any change, the service has to be restarted to get it affected. So it should be on a real-time basis. And on the feature level, I'd say the priority or LCR, means least cost routing or lossless routing, is very important, because if you have multiple routes, it's better the system to select that which route should take on a priority, or in which route you have a lower cost to ensure the most profitability. So that is also a very important routing feature that you have, that you need to have. And also the HTTP and SMTP protocol conversion is very important feature, because when you are connecting with the vendors, enterprises, or with the operators, as I told you, the operators are mostly connected with SMTP or API, and the enterprises are mostly connected with the API. So it can happen that the SMS is coming through the API and you're terminating the message to the SMTP. So the system should have the capability of tapping the SMS from one protocol and terminating to the other protocol. Now, as I told you earlier, also the report management is a very important feature to understand that basically what is your progress, how many SMS is delivered, how many is getting failed. So based on that, you can take a decision that which enterprise is doing good or sending more SMS, to whom you should focus on, which route is doing behaving properly or behaving abnormally, that you can identify from the reporting section. And definitely when you are doing the recharge of the customer, that you need to be able to identify. So that the reporting is a very important feature, and also the reporting for the troubleshooting, that whenever any issue arises, basically from which section the issue is arising, you should be able to identify from the portal itself. That helps to actually go towards the support solution of the support of the solution provider. So you can skip that part, and a lot of things you should be able to troubleshoot from the portal. Then invoice part, I have already told you that invoice management is a very important thing. It should not be like that you have hundreds or hundreds of customers and you are sending the invoice manually. You should be able to configure the invoices automatically, which will be broadcast to the customers automatically from the system whenever the invoice is getting generated. So that is a very important feature of the product. And data upload facility, we have already talked that you need to have the facility of uploading the rates. And one more important part, uh, that is, if we talk about the future rates or rate out emails, so it can happen that the rate, you have to get the rate effective from tomorrow 6 a.m. So it should not be like that. You only have to upload the rate and tomorrow 6 a.m. The system should have the capability of setting the future rate, that you are activating a rate sheet from future 6 a.m. Then the system automatically updates that rate. And one more part is the rate processing of the vendors. So that functionality also is very important. That because if you have multiple vendors and they're sending the rates and you are updating, so that is a difficult task. So if that can be automated, that whenever they're emailing you the rate, the system automatically reads the rate and updating it on the portal is also important feature. Then the network security and access control is also very important, because the security is the major part of anything. So the system had the two-factor authentication for login. So anyone knows your password also not be able to log in into the portal. It has the user login activity from where you can see that which user has logged in from which IP. So all this information you can see from there. And also, if anyone tries with a wrong username or password, or valid user and wrong password, system automatically can block those users and can inform the admin about that. And also the network topology hiding, that is when the enterprise is sending the traffic and you are handing over the traffic to the vendors. The vendor and enterprise cannot know about each other. So that is a very important feature so that your network does not get exposed to the customer. And the SSL support for SMTP and HTTP APIs are also very important. Then if we talk about the architecture, I have already explained you that whenever anyone is connecting, any enterprise is connecting, you see that enterprise can be connected to the HTTP or SMTP protocol, and also they can run the camping through the portal directly, and you can hand over the SMS to the operators. So as I told you, most of the operators are already brought into the IPs for getting connected to the aggregators. Currently, our product is not giving a direct support for the SS7, but we can do it through the third-party vendors. Then, if you talk about the benefits of SMS Switch, we have already talked that real-time billing is a very important feature. However, as sending the SMS, you should be able to see the bills on a real-time, the reports on a real-time basis. That will help a lot. And also, stopping service at zero balance is very important. Then you can run the prepaid business model, and also having a postpaid model is also beneficial. And the instant rate update is very important, that whenever you are updating the rate, the platform able to update the rates instantly. And as I told you, the SMTP and HTTP protocol conversion is very important. Now, if we talk about the technical specification of the REVE SMS product, we are basically using the MySQL and Mongo. So we are using SQL, relational, and non-SQL as well, NoSQL as well. And our application is completely Java-based, and we are using Linux operating system, so it's very much secured and scalable. And as a protocol support, we are giving support for SMTP 3.4, and also we are upgrading for SMTP 5. So that version is also supported. And HTTP and HTTPS, both protocol we are supporting. And for the language, basically we support all industry standard Unicode format. So the character set updating or the encoding happens automatically in the system, and it negotiates accordingly. And API response we have, you can incorporate with the JSON or XML or text, any kind of API that can be incorporated with the portal. Like we are already connected with InfoPeep, with Twilio, with Flivio. So all the popular we've seen. So all the popular marketers are in. The international hubbing providers also the system is connected with. So why you should go with the REVE SMS? I hope till now, based on the discussion we had, able to identify what features we have. So moreover that we have a free installation and training session. So we are not taking any installation charge for the customers. We are giving it free, and we have a 24/7 support that we have already explained, which is very important. And regular release update. One good part is we are updating the products in every 1 or 2 months. We are releasing a new feature, and that feature is basically free for every customer whoever taking, as long as there is no customized feature is requested. So whatever the regular feature is, will get always in your package. So that is there, and the high throughput, and of course the licensing entry fee is low, so that you can evaluate the platform, you can take entry into the market, you can evaluate yourself. So we are giving a chance for the aggregators to decide the market, to understand how the things are working, to explore their business. So that capability we are giving, and you can increase the license at any moment of time. And the license we can upgrade very quickly without any, actually in most of the times without downtime also the license are getting upgraded. So I request to Abhijit now explain how you can take the demo of the product and how you can use our platform. Thank you.
Thanks, Tanmay. Thanks for the elaborate presentation regarding the various features and the problems and solution, and also some highlights of our product. So these are the features that you have understood. So for example, like to schedule a demo, you can just visit our website or this URL. We will also send you some emails also from that. You can also take the demo, and you can also reach our sales team also. So it is a quick demo. So it is a sales assisted demo. So that would be a problem for any of you. And you should also definitely reach us anytime. And next, going forward, I'll just give you a brief intro about REVE systems, the REVE group, who we are. Actually, we have established in 2003 as REVE systems. Then this group is into multiple businesses. Though we have a headquarter in Singapore, followed by offices in India, Bangladesh, UK, and Russia. Major R&D centers. We have major R&D centers in India and Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, we have a major setup. We have 12 business verticals as a group, and our business penetration is in 80 countries. So, with a team strength of 600 manpower, or you can say 600 headcounts. So, if we have our association with major carriers and ISPs and telcos who have been providing us solutions. So once you are interact with us, then our sales team can give you a detail regarding this. So I think that's all from about the product and about the group, about our introduction. So I think I am just opening the floor for questions. If you can ask any of your doubts. Tanmay is here to assist you technically. Obviously, I think he will be the right person, and you can leave
Yeah.
your queries. So I think I have some queries already, Tanmay. I think you can also see the.
Right. So I'm seeing one query is regarding the TPS, how much we can handle. So basically, it depends on the size of the solution. Like if you want to take 10 million, if you want to take 100 million, if you want to take 200 million. So based on that, the TPS basically varies. So TPS there are two parts of the TPS. Why I'm not mentioning any specific value here, that how much TPS we are supporting, because the TPS you can increase based on scaling the server. Like suppose in a single server on a high configuration server, we are supporting 2000 TPS. Now, if you want to increase it to 4000, we can add just an additional server with it, and you can handle that. So that capability the system should have. So it depends on your volume, because the hardware configuration comes based on your volume. Like if you're taking for 10 million, the type of hardware, and if you're taking for 100 million, the type of hardware is will not be same. So based on that, the TPS will vary. But one part is, as I told you, that we are not basically restricting the customer for the TPS. That when if during the peak or the TPS will high, so the system automatically can queue and deliver the messages. So that will give you an added benefit. And one more question I'm seeing that for I hope you it answers your question. Otherwise, if you have any more doubts, you just ask me to I'll answer that. And one more question I'm seeing, the BTRC is providing the reselling service or not. So basically, BTRC as of now it was allowed, but when the new licensing guideline has been provided for the aggregators in Bangladesh, so they are basically the reselling capability you will not have. So I'll say it will give an added benefit for the aggregators, because as of now, the operators are also giving the direct solution to the provider for the non-masking especially. But now they will not be able to provide such solution directly to the enterprise. So the market for the aggregators will increase a lot. And yes, the reselling capability in Bangladesh will not have. So I'd say it's giving added benefit to the aggregators, because they will get the enterprises directly on their hub. So one more question I am seeing from from Rehan Hassan, what is SMPP bind? So SMPP also a messaging protocol for sending the messages. So it's just a protocol like HTTP. It's another protocol with which the operators are getting connected, or the entities are getting connected with the solution. So we are supporting both HTTP and SMTP. So I'd say it's just a different protocol for creating a connectivity for sending the messages. So I'm saying from Kaji Limon, one question is the SMS voting or subscription based SMS is possible or not? Yes, the SMS voting is possible. That is, you can receive the AMO or mobile originated message from the operator and you can deliver it to your originator or the owner of the message. So that you can do. That is possible. You can get the presentation. Okay, you can get the presentation after through email. So once we complete the session, Vijay will send out the presentation to everyone. And what is the TPS required for 5 million messages per month? So for 5 million SMS, actually 300 to 400 TPS is fair enough. That will serve. Even I would say 5 million will be covered with a 50 or 60 TPS if you have for 8 hours. That will be more than 5 million.
One question, I think, what is SMPP bind? Mr. Rehan Hassan has asked. Maybe you
Yeah,
can address
I have
that.
already explained. Yeah, SMPP bind that I already explained is just another SMS protocol for connecting with the vendors or the enterprise.
I
Okay,
think
I'm
if you
seeing
move,
some customers want to send SMS from their application. Yeah, so customers will be able to send the SMS from our portal also. The platform is providing the access to the customer for sending the SMS. So to connect with the SMS gateway hardware, yes, it's possible as long as the SMS gateways are on IP. I mean, supporting SMTP or HTTP, so we can connect. So BTRC regarding SMS MNP, okay, so for Bangladesh, basically we are already connected with the MNP provider, the Infozillion we are connected with. So it's just a plug and play for us. If you just take the account from Infozillion, we can connect it, connect the platform with the MNP platform. And the system will do the dipping and will route the SMS accordingly. So regarding BTRC content approval, basically in Bangladesh, when you are sending the messages, so the content has to be approved by BTRC. So if the enterprise is sending any message which is not validated or approved by BTRC, then they will be blocking that sender. So if suppose any bank or any brand is sending any camping messages, and if that is not approved, then that bank mask or the enterprise mask will be blocked by the operator. So that mask cannot be used for sending the messages later. So which is a very important thing. And one more thing, basically the content approval happens through a tri-party agreement. So basically the content is getting approved for the enterprise through the aggregator and the operator from the BTRC. So all three party has to be agreed that this mask is or sender is assigned for this enterprise through this aggregator. This is how the content is allowed.
another question from Mr. Nurul Haq, how to manage non-mask OTP send as per BTRC rule?
So basically, I would say if you are sending, I'm expecting you are sending the OTP. If the OTP is in Bangladesh, then you can send the non-masking SMS. So it's same. The content has to be whitelisted, and you have to send for non-masking. You can send the non-masking through the IPTSP operators of Bangladesh. And if you are sending the international traffic, then the international, that also can happen, but that will happen through the international rating. So that's the policy that should come through the international channel, not through the direct channel.
Is the approval system can be automated with BTRC system? From Mr. Irfan Mahmood, he has asked this question.
So basically, from BTRC, the approval you are taking, that approval is through the, written content. So if BTRC brings any feature like that, this system has from this system, you will be able to directly request a content approval from BTRC or provide any API for getting the content approved in their portal. Then that integration can be done. But as of now, BTRC doesn't have this facility. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Mahmood. I think we almost covered and addressed all. I think anyone else is typing. Let's see. Okay. Just a thanks. Okay, fine. I think thanks everyone for attending this webinar. I think lots of questions and answers, lot of interactive sessions this time. And thanks Tanmay for explaining it. And I think you can get in touch with us also for any of your future queries also. We are always available on our live chat in our website, so you can reach us through that also. And for regarding the webinar presentation, I think everyone has inquired about. I'll be sending the presentation to the respective email IDs to everyone, so you can have a better look at the presentation with a pause of time. So that's it. I think we'll be ending it. Tanmay, anything else from your side you can add?
No, thank you. Thanks, everyone. I hope the session was informative for you. But if anything that you are looking for which is not answered during the presentation, please get back to us. And also, I found few of the people are requesting for demo, so you can get contact with us to get a demo and the training from our team. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Bye bye.